Hello and welcome to another Let's Play of Eldfall Chronicles. Last time we have taken what was it called? The Haunting Ascent, and now we are nearly another day over. We have to deal with the curse of the Onrigi, somehow like that. And we have an encounter with the Pariah. So, the beast has found us, and as you can see here, I have already set up the board. We have 1, 2, and 3 exits, and also we are instructed to read E2 on 147. So, and as you can see, I had to put Nara once again to the side. Let's go there. 147. It's also really nice that it was the last encounter chance before we go to the first endgame location. And E2. Here we are. You stand before a long forgotten chamber after the field setup, heavy with the sorrow and bitterness of a soul tainted by betrayal. In the dim light, a spectral figure flickers in the center, its faint form radiating a menacing aura. The Onyor, a wrathful spirit consumed by vengeance, bound with these ancient walls. A once revered hero was laid to rest here with honors, his spirit enshrined to protect the land, but the Oni defiled his sacred place, twisting the hero's soul into something unrecognizable. To free the spirit from its curse, you must return the item it once held dear, the last remnants of its former life. Only then might they remember who it was and find peace. I think it was actually meant to be read as soon as we used an interact action, and that is what I will do. But since it is there anyway, I wanted to explore it, the path is basically clear. We will go through this exit. Assuming that this is what the quests will give us. So, with all that said, let's jump into the original narrative. Ahead what was once a beautiful red lacquered bridge leads into a hollow. For the first time in what feels like hours, the fog begins to thin. Perhaps at last you can orient yourself in this cursed place. 4 winding trails split from this point. The hollow itself is an ancient burial ground, encased by towering stone walls. Each wall holds a single alcove, and with each a monk sits in eternal meditation, self-mummified. The wall speaks, etched with Rishinkyo carvings. At first, the expected imaginary. Legions of Asuras, the demonic entities of Rishinkyo faith, locked in a war of the gods, the fury threatening catalysm. Yet their eerie humanoid forms bear an unnerving familiarity. Then the divine beings cast down their god. The war beasts plummet from grave, their wrathful deity banished from the material realm. The tale abruptly ends, the rest of the image clawed away with monstrous strokes. Then an ear-splitting roar tears through the air, roar primal and brimming with unrelenting rage. The sound reverberates from every direction. You recall the sight from earlier, Oni fleeing the valley, their terror unmistakable, as they're pursued by something far worse than themselves. The towering walls now feel as if they are closing in. Glazing around one last time, you catch it, a massive shadow in the mist, a large gaze glaring back at you. So, we have placed all of this. Let's try to not make our quest book damaged. Hopefully this will make it a little bit easier. Yeah, much easier. If you have faked Violet Q, we do not have it, or Y, read sequel log W3, we do not have that. If all heroes leave their field through the exit, may leave if no enemy is on the top of the exit. Okay. With all that said, the Chaos deck is shuffled. Let's go right into it. And as usual, Sang will have the honor to trigger the first encounter. So, With another blood-curdling roar, the monstrous creature crashes through the underbrush. The sparse bamboo stalks crack and splinter beneath its immense weight as it charges forward, its enormous tusks scraping against a low-hanging greenery. Massive clawed feet tear deep gouges into the sodden earth as it storms into view, its breath bellowing in a frigid air. It pauses, nostrils flaring as it sniffs the air, its grotesque face twisting in a grotesque grimace as it searches for prey. You stand motionless here, pounding, hoping the lifting fog might still offer some concealment, but the creature is too close and you luck too thin. The Oni's fury, maddened eyes snap to you, locking on with terrifying clarity. Another roar erupts, so deafening it forces your hands to your ears as the beast lowers its head, baring its massive gnawed teeth. With a surge of primal rage, it lunges down the path, charging towards the intersection. If you are fast enough, there's still a chance to slip away. Place a Forgotten Hero on 1, place 2 Vengeful Spirits on 2. Roll a die on the result of 1 to 7, place Oni Pariah on A, 8 to 14, okay. The Oni Pariah drops trigger, okay, if he drops to lower than 4. Before that, let's roll. We have a 13. A 13 means I had to place it on C, and exit C is exactly where we want to go. So I will place all the creatures, I will put down the cards and everything, and I will let you join as soon as I have done that. Now with the hostile placed, saying it's still Saying's turn, he will move another space because 2, and then he will use a dodge action to hopefully avoid the error of the Forgotten Hero. Will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who will still hit normally. I just have to grab all of my dice. So let's see. Vengeful Spirit, Forgotten Hero, will attack. With a 19 he will miss, but Sagan with a 20 would have failed to dodge anyway. So 1, 2, and with a 3 he dodges into this space. Now, spend 1 action. Continuing, I think Theros has an agility of 13, Nara has 13 too, and she has the devotion of Oberon to reroll a dexterity or intelligence, or to only reroll 1 failed agility check. So Nara will activate next and use also a dodge action. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she's into the terrain, and I will use her synergy card 38 to make an intelligence or agility check. I will make an intelligence check of 14. Okay, failed. The other heroes cannot ignore this. But now the attack of the Forgotten Hero with an 11. It has an accuracy of 14, so Nara has to dodge with agility of 13. The devotion of Oberon allows her to reroll it, and with an 11 she manages to dodge it. So out of activation points, and Nara moved 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2. So half of her speed she's allowed to dodge, 2 reduced to 1. Now she will activate immediately again to walk 1, 2, 3, 4. And staying here, this is enough. She will spend 2 of her still remaining 4 mana token to cast Command Undead onto the Forgotten Hero to immediately gain another, what means another, to gain an ally. And also, since she moved through these 2 spaces, intelligence check for this one, this is cocked. 7, the heroes can ignore this one, and here the same. 18, okay, only this one can be ignored. That was Nara's 2 activations. Now the Forgotten Hero walks 1, 2, shoots at the first Vengeful Spirit, which will dodge. Forgotten Hero with a 15 fails to hit, and the Vengeful Spirit dodges 1 space. Now the Forgotten Hero stays here and attacks the Vengeful Spirit. 11 hits, 6. It has an agility of 8, therefore successfully dodges another time. Okay, this was two activations. Now Sagan and the other two. Anatomy, 1-2, Melting Touch onto Sagan to boost him. Walk another space. And 1-2, Melting Touch onto Nara. She would be allowed to remove one space. I will just let her stay here. Theros, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He will shoot with a Thanian crossbow at this Vengeful Spirit, using his Assassination 1 to increase his power to 19. The Vengeful Spirit is out of activation points, sorry. Theros needing 18 or less with a 20 fails. Theros next turn, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Sagan, goes up to here. 1, 2 goes up to here. And now Theros will try the same with the previous Vengeful Spirit. This time with a 12 is enough to hit. And a 4 is enough to put this Vengeful Spirit down. Now Sagan, 1, 2 goes up to here. He has a short bow he will use to attack the other Vengeful Spirit. 2 strikes. Vengeful Spirit tries to dodge. 14 is not good enough, therefore Sagan has an accuracy of 14. The 12 is also a hit, next to the natural 1, since it is irrelevant because the Vengeful Spirit do not have any armor. Sagan's short bow has a power equal to his toughness of 13. And since he has Melting Touch onto himself, it is not reduced, so 13 or less. 2 hits. 2 wounds, and 1 burn. This Vengeful Spirit is down. So, all of my heroes have activated. Yeah, they will stay where they are. Now, the Oni Pariah, who is the large fellow there. Closest enemy, Berserk, Demon, Regeneration, when able, Leap. Engage or within 3 spaces, it's not the case, otherwise run towards closest enemy. And it has 3 spaces. It has the affinity Profane, Beast, Demon, Survival, Difficult, and Unstoppable, and Regeneration 4. Including 6... it has 3 activations but 2 spaces movement. 4 armor and 16 wounds. So it's a tough one. And let's go with the first 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, since it do not has climb, it has to jump. I never used to jump action, so I will just say 1, 2. It is a special version, so 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 going up to here. Okay. I totally forgot, since it's the hostile's turn. The heist here gains 1 extra AP. So, 1, 2, 3, and then it cannot move any further. 1, 2, 3, yeah. It will stay where it is. Since this is also the direction I want to go, this quickly became interesting. So, let me just put 3 activation points next to the Pariah. And now let's see what will happen. Line of sight within 1, use attack, smash, and thrash. Okay. It has, with smash and thrash, it has 2 strikes, but since it will be reactive, only 1. If the attack deals weak points, double the weak points, okay? And it is unstoppable. If of an attack action is smaller, confrontation does not occur. Successful attack rolls from either model do not block the other. So, this is a pure damage dealing thing with a toughness of 17, and the Berserker allows it to try ignore the first wound it takes with a successful toughness roll. So, this has become really interesting really fast. So, I start with Theros, who will move 1, 2, and shoot at the Oni Pariah, who will activate, and dodge one space here. Theros will try to hit it with his Thanian crossbow using Assassination 1 to increase his power. Agility of 8. With a 13 it failed. Theros, luckily he needs an 18 or less. Hits. 19 minus 4, 15 or less to wound. It's a 5. This is the first wound onto the Oni Pariah. Next, Theros will try to do the same. I think he will do the same thing. And he will do so 1, 2, 3, going here. Oni Pariah spending his next activation. So, dodging with a 4, it will be successful unless Theros rolls a natural 1. 11 it fails, but the Oni Pariah moves up to here. Now I will use the Forgotten Hero to shoot at the Oni Pariah, who will once again dodge. Oni Pariah with a 9 fails to dodge because he only has agility of 8. When Forgotten Hero with a 14 is enough to hit, so the Oni Pariah would not have been stunned. It has a power of 11 minus 4, 7 or less to wound. It's a 3, which would be enough to wound it. The Berserker ability activates, or class activates. And with an 18, it failed to ignore the wound, which it could have done previously, but now we have it here. So, this is a second wound, and it gets the poison. It's poison 1 because of the corroded bow. And I just have to check a few things. First of all, what does poison 1 do? Poison 1 becomes weakened. And weakened means half toughness and minus 1 strike. Okay. Half toughness is actually extremely valuable. Now I have to take a look at space slots. Because it's a gigantic creature, it takes up 3 space slots. Oh, and it is allowed to dodge 1 space back. So, this is a 4 space field. So, with this, Sagan had to move 1 additional space. I will go with Anari. 1, 2. She will cast Melting Touch onto Nara to ignore armor and get through the burn quality. The burn quality in the water actually makes it neglectable because aquatic terrain reduces burn by 1. But now, since the Oni Marauder is... I have to do it differently. 1, 2. Second activation, it will go into contact with the Oni Pariah and it will attack. So the Forgotten Hero will attack. Since the Oni Pariah cannot activate because it is out of activation points, the Forgotten Hero will have 2 strikes with its corroded sword. And 17 and 9. 17 misses, but the 9 is a hit. Minus armor 4. It has 11, so 7 or less. It's a 9. This is not good enough. But now, since this space is occupied, Nara is outside of the aquatic environment. And before that, I will go with Sagan. 1, 2. Sagan's first 2 activations. 1, 2, neither 1. Sagan will use second chance to get a total of 3 strikes. 2 base, second chance. He's not enchanted, therefore only has a power, an offense of 16. 16 or less. 17, 13 and 12. 1 hit. Now he will try, has a power of 15. Minus 4 is 11 or less. 17 and 9. So it is 1 weak point and 1 wound. Now, and now we will cast Melting Touch onto Sagan, boosting him up to 19. and giving him a total offense of another attack because of his martial gravitas, which is only normally 1 strike, but saying he will use second chance to gain a second strike. Oh, also, forgot, saying is still allowed to make a finishing strike with 16 or less. 8 is a hit, 15 is not enough, but a second weak point. And since Sagan hit, Theros is allowed to make another attack. He will use Assassination 1 for power 19, 18 or less to hit, he hits, and 15 or less to wound. 14 is enough to put another wound onto the Oni Pariah. Now, let me just sit down. We continue, activated twice, activated twice, activated twice, 1 and another 2 activations. Saying we'll try again. This time ignoring armor. Yeah. 13, 16 and 14, these are 3 hits. 15 ignoring armor. 18 is another weak point. We are at 3 weak points now. 14 and 12 are 2 more wounds. 1, 2. Excuse me. 6 wounds already. Then he is allowed to make 1 additional attack because of finishing strike. 3 is a hit, and a 19 is not enough, but it is another weak point, which can be exploited. And now it's Nara's turn. Nara will use will attack. She has normally 2 strikes. With this one, she has a third one. And she will, because of the clause, she has the third one. Because the Oni Pariah is out of activations. She will is boosted because she's engaged with the same hostile as Sagan. Therefore, we are at offense 19. Let's see what this does. Offense 19, these are 3 hits. I will actually exploit the weak points to try and get 1 synergy point, or my first synergy point, onto Whirling Slash, which requires me to exploit a weak point and cause more than 1 wound. So, let's see, one of these is a critical hit, but she will ignore all armor anyway. 20 is not enough, this is the first weak point, but she has a total power of 15 because of her reinforced claws, therefore 2 additional wounds. 1, 2, let me just order it this way. Since she's out of the water, the burn quality catches on. 7 and 14 are another 2 wounds, so let me just upgrade this one. We are going up and so we are at, let me check, these are 10 and 1, 2, 3, these one go to the side to get another wound. So 9, 10, 11, 12, let's make it a little bit easier. So here we go. These are already 12, 6, 12, 14 wounds, and Nara, it's Nara's second activation. She will try again. 12, 15, and 4, these are 3 hits. And 18 is a weak point, by 15 and 13 are 2 additional wounds. 1, 2, and the burn quality 4 and 4. These are 2 other wounds. For a total of 6, 12, 18 wounds. The Oni Pariah is slain without a chance to use regeneration because of the burn. He is removed from the field. So, that was a devastating turn. It took all the resources, including the requisited Forgotten Hero, but I managed to slay the Oni Pariah in 1 turn. So with all that, I will reshuffle the chaos deck and go into the hostiles turn. Okay, with the Oni Marauder deleted, I would say. Now I'm still able to use a hit and retreat to go make a normal walk. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here. So let's see what's here. Hateful Fortitude. 2 highest tier hostile, remove all. Okay, we do not have any highest tier hostile. So we go right into the hero's next activation. Anari will use a run action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She will use a walk action. 1, 2, casting Melting Touch on Sagan, going up to here. Theros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with his first run action. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. She will not cast anything. She will use run. She only has a movement of 2. Theros goes up to here, and then 1, 2, 3. Only one space up to here. Sagan, 1, 2, 3, 4 runs into this space. And then Anara goes up to here. She uses Spectral Sight onto herself in the strategic phase. And Sagan stays where he is. And also the Forgotten Hero. Yeah, he stays also where he is. And he will use his... He has Vigilance, so he has 360. He will also use Warrior to go into the Warrior stance to get more activation points in his reactor phase. And with all that done, I will reshuffle the Chaos deck, and then we will see what happens in the hostiles turn. A quick intervention. I totally forgot. As you can see, I replaced all my heroes. I put down the Oni Pariah. Nara has still 1 activation point left because as soon as the Oni Pariah drops below 4 hit points, which happened, it will go to encounter 2, and he might perform Perceive Nora to exploit a weak point if the secret does this. Leap of Fate. Any non-engaged hero may make any White Edge quest advance time by 2 for the next hero. Okay, so encounter 2. The Pariah launches itself at you. Its massive form, hurtling forward, deep in its torso. Vajra is lodged a ritualistic scepter of Incretus design. Its edges darkened and worn. The scepter shifts slightly with each step, driving the creature into a mad frenzy. End the activation sequence of the heroes who triggered the encounter. Okay, yeah, it's done. Move the Oni Pariah for its speed to a space with the largest number of heroes. This is, yeah. Or to adjacent spaces, it is. Or adjacent suffer a power 12 wound with knockdown. They may attempt to avoid the hit by spending AP, performing a dodge. When the Oni is defeated, receive Fate Y and place the superior loot token in the same space. Okay, so it says where is. Every hero gets an hit and is allowed to dodge it. Since no hero except of Nara has activation points, all of the heroes will take a hit. So Sagan, 12. It's a 2, this is a wound, and he is knocked down. The Forgotten Hero, it is wounded and goes down. And Nara is also wounded and goes down. So I will just put down the wounds next to Sagan and Nara. And then, Nara will activate and she will destroy it. As previously, I think this is the most fair ruling. So now the Oni Pariah is down. And yeah, with this, we will receive Fate Y and place a Superior Loot token into the same space. I will just do that, and then I will continue with my hero's turn, the reshuffle chaos deck, and yeah. As I said, I had drawn the other card. I will play it that way, and I will just place a superior loot token here and put down the Oni Marauder once again. Okay, the next hostiles turn was that drawing of any status is cleared. So next, Sagan stands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. He runs into this space. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nara goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and she casts Second Chance to heal herself and Sagan because she is an enchanter, a vitalist. Any healing spell will now succeed automatically, so she casts it on Sagan, and since it has a strike of 2, she is allowed to heal also another creature herself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, going up here. Forgotten Hero stands up. He will make a check on the superior loot token. So let me just see what the chart has to offer. He gets a natural 1. Any item of this chart, okay. Any item, that's interesting. And with the next activation, he will go here and activate, will once again roll. And an 11. The version of Oberon, which I already have, lands I have, so Magatama, and anything I want from this list. I will have a look into it. And he has items 5, so I can bring him with me into my base to get it into my inventory. So I will have a look at the superior loot chart, and I'll let you join as soon as I have decided what I want to get. Okay, since I already have the lands, the devotion of Oberon, and also the lands, I decided to get the Magatama, which is this one, increasing default HP by 1. And for the one item of this chart or common loot chart, and I will gain precious metals to get a second one, and maybe get synergy points for getting this one done. So, with this, now we are back to our original stage, before I realized that the Oni Pariah has something to do. So, we go to Premonition. We can look at the 2 top Chaos cards, choose one, and return the other one. At the bottom, Reckless Abandon and Sudden Ambush. I will take the Reckless Abandon and put the Sudden Ambush down at the bottom. So, nothing happens. And now it's my hero's turn once again. So, 1, 2, Melting Touch on Sagan, moving 1 space up. Sagan, 1, 2, Theros, 1, 2, 3, going up to here. Okay, Theros previously 1, 2, 3, then saying 1, 2, 3, 4, going up to here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And also in Warrior stance once again. 1, 2, Melting Touch on Nara, going up to here. Sagan, 1, 2, 3. Before Sagan moves. Theros is needed. 1, 2, 3, going up to here. And now saying 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to here. And now Nara goes up to here with her second activation. And triggers the Intrigue token. And now we are allowed to officially read what we have read previously at page 147. So, we already have read this one. Place hidden growth or secret location next to the field and place Intrigue token E on space A. Intrigue token E tokens are connected and choose map move from one Intrigue space to the other by performing climb. Now, line of sight and place a forgotten hero on the middle space of the secret location. This forgotten hero has Incorporeal and Watchful. It does not move, it cannot leave the zero, and will not target enemies outside of it. If it is killed, it respawns during the end phase. To appease the honor, you must perform interact in the same space and discard a relic. Once both relics have been discarded, in this manner the honor is appeased. Remove it from the field and fade Z and cancel the Curse of Onyo quest. I do not have a relic. Does it say anything about it? Intrigues the highest number, position this card nearby after the setup. To specify the enraged spirit, attempt a ritual and prayer. Discard one superior item as an offering. on the same space and discard a relic. Once both relics have been discarded in this manner, I have no idea why it is 1 and then 2 relics, and here it is superior item. Okay. I will place everything down, have a look at the relic if there's any item which is called relic, and then I will tell you what I think about it and how I will rule it. Did I read it correct? Sorry, this is also 2. I misread it. Okay, here. An ancient anger lingers here, reaching out with unseen claws that scrape at your mind, feeding off your fear, unraveling your calm. You know you have to escape or somehow rid yourself of the cursed presence. You recall that personal possessions can sometimes appease a restless spirit, anchoring it to memories of its former self. Open triggering and resolving encounter 1. Attach an objective marker representing a relic to the highest hostile check. For the final encounter of the quest, attach another relic over the highest tier. Okay, I think we have this. See relic quest rules for more. These are there. If the hostiles are present, spawn an Oni Marauder on exit with a relic. Okay, this would be Pariah 1 and if the relics are attached to the highest tier hostile. Okay, since there are no, I think these 2 relics would have been on the Pariah, and then we would have the 2 relics now with Nara. When you interact with Intrigue Token E, which Nara does, read 2, and now we are here. Okay. At the start of each the Oni casts a curse upon the heroes. Roll the die and apply the corresponding effect. The curse lives at the start of the next hostile's turn to be replaced by a new one. Okay, so Nara has the 2 objectives markers, the relics. Now it's the hostile's turn, where I have to shuffle the deck. I will do that first, and then we will continue, and I will use that. Do I really place it? Because on the next turn, Nara will jump into, do the interact action, sacrifice the 2 relics. Okay, I think I will not place it, but I will reshuffle the chaos deck and let you join as soon as I'm done. Okay, let's see what the chaos deck says. We have the knight. Spawn 2 tier 1 hostiles, 1 space in front of the first hero. So, it's a mana speed bump. Let's continue. Nara will climb down, use the interact action to appease the Onryo. So, he will vanish. Also, I totally forgot. Curse 1. Heroes must perform toughness roll, failure become weakened. Okay, but and this guy is a piece, remove it from the field and cancel the curse of the Onryo quest rules. Okay, it is cancelled, so nothing happened right now. This is a 2 space, so Anari will begin with 1-2, casting Melting Touch onto Sagan, who is allowed to attack. Strike 1, second chance to make a second strike. He's enchanted for offense 19 against one of the Vengeful Spirits. 2 strikes, they are not allowed to activate because the original activation was from Anari. Power 15, the first Vengeful Spirit is down, and the second Vengeful Spirit is also down because he's automatically hit. Both are immediately destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Nara goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes a run action. Nara comes back. Sagan goes up to here. Theros goes up to here. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another hostile turn. Highest tier. Okay. There's nothing. And now the heroes will leave the field. So with all this, let me clean up the board. And we will go into our... Actually, we can do it right now because we finished this quest. And by having done so, we are now finally, since the Pariah had a really great timing, because he was the last dot before we reached the Heavenly Guardian's mountaintop shrine, which we will be doing the next time. So, with all of this, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play against the Oni Pariah, and I'll see you next time. Bye!